Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. I am from Gars Public Higher Secondary School 1 and I will be teaching Social Studies to class 5. Before proceeding with our first lecture, I would like to discuss the first term syllabus. In this term, we will be covering our country, struggle for independence, and economics. Before proceeding with our lesson, can you tell me the name of our country? Yes, Pakistan. Pakistan is also known as Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Why it is known as Islamic Republic of Pakistan? Because we follow Islamic believe in Holy Quran and Sunnah. The word Pakistan means land of pure. Our country. Are you proud of your country? Can you name things about Pakistan that makes you happy? Are you aware of the things which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed Pakistan with? Let us look at some of the things that makes Pakistan a wonderful country to live. Let's have a look. We should be proud of our country that we are living in an independent state and we are free to go anywhere. We don't have restrictions in our country. Allah Pak has blessed us with 5 provinces: Sindh, Punjab, Balochistan, KPK and Gilgit-Baltistan with their beautiful capital cities. One more thing that we are blessed with are 4 seasons: summer, autumn, winter and spring. All these things make Pakistan a wonderful country to live. Pakistan is a land of contrast. Do you know what is land of contrast? Land of contrast means that some parts of the land are very different from others. As you can see from the map which I have shared in this video, that some parts are brown, which shows the plateaus, deserts and mountainous areas. That is our province of Balochistan. Some parts are white, that shows the northern parts of Pakistan. Some parts are green, which shows the greenery of Punjab. Some parts of our land are near to the water, that shows the coastal line. So our land is actually land of contrast, which means that some part of the lands are very different from others. Okay, to explain land of contrast in detail, let me explain you with the help of the pictures that to the south you will see the stretch of the Makran coastline along the Arabian Sea. Further, inland in Balochistan are the plateaus and deserts which are rich in minerals. Towards the east are hot, dusty plains and the dunes of the Thar Desert. And to the north we have colorful valleys. So all these different types of landscape show how interesting and varied life is in Pakistan. The climate and landforms of a particular place have a great influence on many aspects of life, like occupations, dress, language, job, entertainment, income, etc. This is why in Pakistan there are so many different kinds of people who have different lifestyles and they speak different languages and have different customs and different features. That's why we say that Pakistan is a diversified country having different cultures. It's colorful and it's rich. Let us explain the old and the new Pakistan. Pakistan is a land where great civilization existed in the past, such as in this civilization you have learned about Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. in your previous class, and those ruins of Mohenjo-daro are still there in Larkana in Sindh. And these buildings actually remind us of our history and our ancestor. They help us to learn about our past, which still influences our culture and tradition. Now, in a modern city like Islamabad, Lahore, or Karachi, there are many fine new buildings. These remind us that Pakistan is a developing nation. When we travel in an aeroplane or train or a car, we are reminded that Pakistan has a modern communication and transportation system. Okay, now comes the northern part of Pakistan, which includes Gilgit and Hunza. Now, Gilgit and Hunza are the beautiful mountainous area to the very north of Pakistan, and the mountains, glaciers, and the mountains covered with top of snow enhance its beauty. It's actually home to K2. Have you heard about the name K2? Okay, K2, the second highest mountain peak of the world. The first highest mountain of the peak of the world is Mount Everest, and on the second is K2 mountain. And Allah Ta'ala has blessed us that we come under the position of second if we talk about highest mountain peak of the world. Now, the Baltit fort in the Hunza valley date back to 8th century, means it's very, very, very old. It dates back to 8th century, and people in this region speak very many different languages, including Sheena, Burashashki, Balti, Khowar, Wakhi, Gujari, Ladakhi, and Dumaki. These are all the languages which Gilgit people speak. Let's have a review on today's lecture. We have covered and discussed about our country, land of contrasts, diversified people, the old and the new features of Pakistan, CPEC project, and northern parts of Pakistan, especially Gilgit and Hunza.